So we are going live. All right, so normally I do this part of onboarding, but you know, as was brought up before, yeah, some interesting times and all that.
Right. Oh, so this was supposed to be done some X number of
Months ago, correct.
Yes.
Thanks for pointing that out, appreciate that.
Just wanted to clarify for camera.
And both of you guys have been around the block a couple times, so while this doesn't quite apply to you, it's still a relevant conversation to have.
Okay.
So wanted to try the price, one truck exercise. So we're talking about truck to truck, stand in the van. So obviously, you know, our pricing is our pricing, right? We are higher than most other places, and there are reasons for that. I'm not going to do a deep dive into it, but we are going to break down what goes into that today.
Cool.
So what this is, you know, as it says, one truck exercise. So the scenario here is that you're an established business, you've been around for 3 years. So you want to make all your big investments, right? You've bought your tools, you've got your license, you've gotten the van,
Insurance, all that stuff.
all that, the big stuff. So this is 1 year, the cost to run this operation for 1 year.
This operation or just your one truck?
One truck,
Okay.
your operation.
Yeah, cool.
Yep. So in this room, you know, I often hear this a lot. Hey, where you want to go? What are you going to do with this? Why'd you get in the trade? And I would say 75 to 80% of my candidates say, I want to start my own business, give something to my kids, be a legacy, something like that. And then I take them through this exercise. And that number drops exponentially.
Yeah.
So, first and foremost, you know, we're going to talk about the actual costs, not the cost, but the actual, you know, what you're paying for and the costs attached to that. So the numbers I have written down were when I first created this exercise. Well, I didn't create this one, I first ran this exercise in 2021. So I expect these prices to be a bit higher because I haven't had time to really go back and update my data. So first off, you guys got to get paid, right? So how much you paying yourselves?
$30 an hour.
As an owner operator? Nah, annually.
I know, so it's like, figure what's the kind of salary you'll give yourself,
Yeah.
80,000, 100,000, what you gonna give
Probably
yourself?
$75,000 to $80,000.
Man, stay working for me.
Well, the money
If
is
you are going to go
gonna be
into business for
reinvested.
yourself and you're only shooting for 80K,
You're like 100, 120, somewhere around there.
yeah,
I understand what I bring in a year for an HVAC company.
I get it. But
You
this
know.
is your
This is
business.
your business, everything goes to you,
Yep. So I'm telling you right now, every time I do this,
over 120,
100K?
probably like 100K, right?
150K,
Yeah.
okay, double my current salary, you know.
but why wouldn't you? If you're going to take all the risk and assume all the
Everything-
responsibility,
yeah, exactly.
why wouldn't you do it? I think, guys, I want 100,000. Stay working for me. You will make that money. I promise you.
Mhm.
I have a number of guys on my staff who already earn over 100K a year annually, legit year to year, not a one-off, but year to year.
That's why I was excited to come here.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're going to start your own business, dude, you're starting off at $150. Anything else, you are straight wasting your goddamn time.
You might be working with somebody else.
Yeah.
I hear you.
So what else we got?
You got insurance,
Okay. So what kind of insurance?
yeah, exactly. You, if you're married, you got your wife.
Hold on.
you got
So,
your
so health
kids.
insurance, right?
Yep, health insurance.
What's the number attached to this?
It's gonna be $500 a month.
Shit.
Just a car payment, you know.
It's like
For
600
a
just
family.
for a family, it's like 600 a paycheck. So it's over. and over.
Yeah, but so here's the thing: so it's your paycheck, but we pay some of that.
Yeah,
That's how much you pay. $600.
that's what I'm saying.
So if you were the owner operator, you're paying whatever,
Double that.
because you're paying both ends of it.
Yeah.
You know, so in the state of New Jersey, the company decides how much they want to pay for the insurance.
So it's like
Yeah.
2,500 a month, probably 3,000 a month insurance.
Yeah, just for myself, it ends up being like $70 a week or something, you know?
So guys, between the two of you, just give me a number. So
Yeah.
assume family man, it's got you, your wife, your kids on there.
$1,000 a month?
No, it should be more than that.
More than that? Two?
Absolutely.
2K?
About
So that's-
two-
all right, so
yeah,
I'm
20K.
saying more than that.
So that's 24,000, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Man,
It's year.
Man, you're starting to sweat, we're only 2 lines in.
This is year,
Well,
this is year
I'm a
number
dink.
10.
Dual income, no kids.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is like, oh man.
kids are expensive, bro.
Oh boy.
I got 2, one wants to get a doctor's degree. Yeah.
Yeah. Then you said you got, liability insurance and
Right.
vehicle insurance.
Hold on, they're both 2 separate lines.
Yep, exactly.
Liability insurance,
Mm-hmm.
how much we think this is?
Cause that's for the company,
Yeah,
a year.
I have no idea.
it's actually not that bad. So this is actually about $1,000 a year.
What?
Yeah, they'll cover you up to, gets you general contractor's license. I think that covers you up to like $1 million in
that's
property
not bad,
damage.
then.
No, it's actually not.
That's not bad.
This is probably outdated, as I said, so it might be like about 2K by now, but still, like, we're gonna keep it
It's
about
like the
one.
NJ Hick.
It's bare minimum insurance, yeah.
Okay.
That's just general contractor's
Approved
license.
Contractor insurance.
Correct. Last I checked, it was like 800 a month, 800, so I ran it up to
I
1,000.
mean, that's what
That's
that
not
dude
bad.
ran with for 5 years, under the radar, no permits, he just had his NJ Hick.
That's it, and that's what you get for the guys who throw up your fence, the guy who handles your siding and all that shit, you know? So the state of New Jersey, even though you need a master's license, HVAC license, you don't need any additional insurance.
That's crazy.
But we brought this one up. Vehicle insurance.
Mm-hmm.
So what's that number looking like?
Let's see.
2,500 a year?
No. It's a commercial vehicle. It's gonna be more than that.
I got a 3K.
3K?
Again, this isn't top tier insurance.
Ah.
You are, remember, we're
Just starting off.
3 years in. You got a
Okay.
decent client base, you're not a big dog, but you're gonna
It's
get
about
by.
2,500.
Yeah, so we'll do 3K, simple math, right?
Yep.
When you guys start adding this stuff up,
Got it?
just have a running tally, I don't need to write the second. Alright, so, we have 3 kinds of insurance, that should be just about all we need, right? You got your liability insurance, you got your health insurance, and your vehicle insurance. So, simple math, looks like 28K just in insurance will make that 30K, just for, you know, funsies.
30K.
Plus your own salary, so you're looking at 180K in costs right now. Granted, you will get some of this back because it's you get to spend some of your money.
So we're going 180, okay.
Yeah. But I'm just trying to break this up in lines.
Alright. 180. Got it.
180K so far. Now, I know it's a one truck operation, but do you really do everything by yourself?
No,
No.
certain jobs you are gonna need another set of
You're
hands.
gonna need a helper, right?
Exactly.
How much you paying this dude? Because you are not doing an install by yourself. I don't care who the hell you are.
So you figure,
Just through the summers when you need them.
so 20, you pay
Out of
$20.
$25,000 a year.
25, we'll make it 30K,
30K.
Yeah.
right? Because you're gonna need them more than just the summer.
Yeah.
You know, try putting sun in the oil boiler by yourself. Let me know how that works out for you. So he's gonna get paid 30K.
Alright.
And again, that's also going on to your health insurance. Which is again why that number is 24,000.
Exactly.
So you got your helper. You taking every single phone call? You ordering all your parts by yourself?
Yeah, that's something else you gotta pay for too.
You gotta pay for an admin.
Yep.
It's gonna be, you know, the person in the office who handles the phones, who
Sets up
sets the
scheduling.
calls, schedules,
All that.
hopefully can order your parts for you, or at least the material for the big jobs,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
I would have to do all that stuff myself because I'm insane, but I would need a dispatcher.
Yeah, but then you would never
Yeah.
rest. I mean,
Yep.
your phone would never stop ringing. You're kind of, yeah, you would never get anything
But
done.
yeah, my mornings and afternoons begin and end with supply orders.
Yeah.
And
But even
that's
then, you
all-
can't do all that stuff because supply shops close at 5 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
Which means that at the time that you're supposed to actually doing your job,
You're on
you
the
have
phone.
to lose 2 hours just for stuff like this,
I get it.
you know?
Mhm.
Probably more than that because I'm here for about, 8.5, 9 hours a day. I'm still making phone calls on my way home.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
you're gonna have to have an administrator, right?
Mhm.
Someone in the office to handle, the soft business. Yep. How much you paying that person? And that's not a seasonal job either.
No, that's year round. The answer phones and everything, 25.
It's gonna be the same as the helper, ultimately. I mean, if you wanna keep them and they're not gonna be an idiot on the phone, you have to like invest in their training. I don't know. It's tough.
I'm gonna say right now, you better pay more than 30K if you wanna be in it. Doesn't be any damn good.
Right?
Cause the dude who's getting paid 30K, he's just there to lift
He's just
furnaces,
a grunt.
run wire,
Yeah.
and hump stuff for you, you
Yeah.
know?
Mhm.
Someone's gonna do administrative work in the office, gonna get like 50, 60, somewhere around there. The answer phone schedule,
50, 60, you
organized.
guys wanna split down the middle, 55?
55.
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
Seems a little pricey for me, but.
Hey. You might be able to get away with 40K, but then that person probably won't last more than a year or two. You want someone who has some kind of stability.
Mm-hmm. What about location?
Good call.
You gotta, where's your shop at?
Right.
Working on your garage, or you
Chuck
got
my
rent
truck, it's always
space?
got a truck.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you're gonna need stuff to hold materials. You're gonna
Some
need
kind
stuff
of
to
warehouse,
storage unit.
kind of, yeah, exactly.
stash your truck, you know,
Mhm.
or even the trailer, you know. I started with one in operation,
Mhm.
and he had a trailer for his installs, and then he had his, you know, the
Yep.
same pickup truck for the actual work hours.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna save you guys a little bit of a headache on this one.
Self-storage. Parked a trailer there and had a place. for
Yeah,
it.
they actually won't let you do that.
Nope.
Really?
Seriously. Yeah. Wrong permit, wrong ordinance.
Yep.
It's all zoning.
Wow,
Because you can't run a business out of storage center because it's zoned as storage.
they never gave us a problem.
And you got lucky.
Well, it was iStorage in Smithville.
So, honestly, it depends on location and size, right? So I did some math on this one. I did not pick the Cherry Hill area because it was a little pricey. But I did pick, I think when I did this around Lindenwold where you live. So, my math came to $18 a square foot. And I figured 2,000 square foot building would do it. Now, again, at $18 is a sliding scale. You know, if I was in Princeton, that would be like $35, $40 a square
Absolutely.
foot. And if I went down to Camden, it would drop down to 18.
Yeah,
No, 8.
yeah. Cause the area.
So $18 a square foot, that's 36K for 2,000 square feet, right?
36K.
Like I said, I tried to be as fair as possible, and again, that's probably, you know what, I'm gonna make this 40K.
40.
Again, this was done 3 years ago. So if everyone's rent and property taxes are going up, I can only imagine that these rates are going up as well. Again, it's a $4,000 difference, it's not a significant amount, but nevertheless. Yeah. So what else we got here? We got our shop, we got our helper, we got our admin. What else are we paying for?
You gotta pay for advertising to get your,
Well, we're not done with the shop.
phone line.
You guys
electric
like
bills.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need utilities. Yeah. It's a dedicated phone line. Cause you can't just rock your cell phone.
No.
So phone, internet, you know, get a package deal like that, right?
Like 10 G's a year?
10? Nah, not for phone, man. Then how much is your internet bill, honestly?
$100 a month.
Yeah,
Okay.
so 12K,
12K.
right? I'm assuming you can get a business package for that because you are going to, you know, higher speed internet for all the shit that you're gonna be doing.
Mm-hmm.
So phone, let's bundle the utilities together, right? I don't wanna break everything down to, you know, MUA, electricity and all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So how much do you think it's gonna run, it's gonna cost just to keep this thing up?
For, well, you say electricity and everything, I don't know.
Another 8 to 10 grand a year.
Yeah.
Call it 10, simple math?
10,
Yeah.
Plus 10.
All right, so that puts us, we're at 180K when we jumped on this train, so that's 85,
We're at 327.
327.
Sheesh.
Is that everything?
No.
Fuck no! Hell no! We are just getting started, my friends.
Yeah, that is not everything.
Tools break, right?
Yep.
Calibration and stuff like that.
Yeah.
How much is that gonna set you back?
Oh, it's a never-ending cycle.
Yeah.
My cages just broke the other day.
Right. So you as technicians are gonna spend about $1,000 a year in tools. Fair statement. That's what I used to claim every year in my taxes.
At least.
Yeah.
At
No,
least.
sometimes you break the expensive stuff, but normally it's I left my driver somewhere.
Yeah.
I lost my damn drill.
Yeah.
I threw my battery across the room because my helper kept
Started
switching
charging.
Yeah. All that stuff. The guy only paying 30K.
Yeah, exactly.
30K is not enough to care about your battery, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't care.
So, like I said, we bought the big stuff. This is just replacement, right? Year to year stuff.
Another 1,000.
I'll say 1,000. I was pretty good with my gear.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I was actually even time guy. I didn't really throw my stuff too much because I didn't want to keep buying it.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So, tools are $1,000. Now, we talked about having the truck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how much maintenance does that thing take?
So you got yearly maintenance, you got
Oil change,
changes,
wipers,
yeah,
air filters.
tires, all that.
Got to buy a new set of tires damn near every single year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we looking at for that number?
Jeez. You're gonna buy a new truck every 5 years.
I mean, look, you're not rocking a,
And you're
Dodge-
driving a
you're not-
2025, something.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're,
I'm also saying you're not driving a Ford Ranger either, a
No.
little cute little Toyota Tacoma.
no.
Now you probably don't need some big boy stuff, like
Not yet
2,500
started, yeah.
with Dolby tires, but you will need a substantial truck to
Yeah.
haul this stuff around, or maybe a van. So with that stuff comes higher maintenance costs.
Mhm.
All synthetic oil to keep the warranty going.
And yeah, synthetic oil, maintenance contract on it to keep it.
So how much we looking at per year?
Figure oil change is what? So oil change 150, depending on the size of the vehicle.
Dude, on one client, he told me it was 220. Again, Ram 2,500. I was like, dude, that's not right. He's like, let me tell you about this. If I had known it was going to cost you $225 every 3 months, I wouldn't have bought the damn thing. All synthetic, 12 pints of oil, whatever the takes on. I'm like, well, you kind of bought a big boy truck here. man.
Exactly, yeah, you ain't buying
I
it.
kind of thought you knew what you're getting into.
Exactly. So you figure what's that, 1,000, a month?
Not a month. There's no way dropping a G a month.
Maybe 300 a month.
So I just said it was about $200 every 3 months, right? Just for oil
3
change.
months.
Okay.
So you figure if you do a maintenance,
So I'm gonna say, just for giggles, that's wiper blades, that's oil, that's air filter,
Yeah.
top off your fluids.
Call another 1,000 for tires.
2K.
2K a year?
Yeah. I'm not trying to jack up this number
Mhm.
too big, but I'm just trying to be,
Tires definitely.
Brakes. You're gonna have to do your rotors.
not every year.
Yeah.
That's eventually.
Right. That is another cost, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just regular maintenance. Cause, you don't have to.
So truck
pay
maintenance-
something they broke.
yep, 2,000. 2,000 bare minimum, that's the expectation, provided nothing goes sideways on you, yeah?
Mhm.
Okay. So what else are we gonna put in here?
Alright, let's see. So we got the truck.
Oh, hold on. Oh, never mind, I did the rent already.
Yeah, rent's there.
Yep.
Well, you gotta get, like I said, you gotta get the word out. Cell
Yeah.
phone. You got them up there, but you got business.
Nope,
phone.
that's business phone.
Phone and internet.
So cell phone,
package.
tablet?
And how much does that House Call Pro software cost?
Hold on.
Or service
Cell
times
phones
expensive?
Hold on, one step at a time.
So you figure-
Great point, but keep that in mind. So a cell phone, tablet,
If it's a single cell phone, if it's multiple cell phones, price varies.
it's gonna be you and your admin.
Yeah,
Your helper's not gonna get one.
He has his own.
Yeah, and you're gonna have a tablet.
Yeah.
You know, the person in the office is gonna have a
I'm not
laptop.
sure what that plan would cost.
So you figure
Start
cell
selling.
phone bill like $300 a month. Cell phone tablets, you times 12. What's that?
3,600.
36.
There you go.
Right? Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, it's expensive.
Yeah, you don't notice it until you start adding up, like all it added up. You're like, well, I paid this much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 3,600 for that. $500 for your license.
Yes, that's right.
In addition to the insurance, you do need a license.
Yep.
And that's gonna set you back about 500.
Got it.
Now, the other cost of this, because this is Jersey, you actually have to pay to maintain your master's license. But that is over I think 5-year plan, or a 5-year span, you have to have X amount of credits, just the same as your NAEP.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, my buddy, I think that's what he's doing as a side gig, is running classes on, master certifications. Cause he has his
And what's
master's.
the cost on that?
The one he ran was $2,000 a head, so about 2K, something like that. But I don't know how many points that was, like, I don't know enough about that. It will go into this number somewhere, but until I really truly know, I'm not gonna write it down. Except that is a factor. Because we started doing master's license mandatory back in 2015, I believe. So now these things are just starting to like, oh, there's no way we can squeeze you. Yeah, that thing's not forever. You have to get renewed. You know, look, my wife's a nurse. Every year she has to
Right.
take X amount of classes to maintain her nursing license, or else it expires, and then just start all
All
over
over
again.
again from scratch, yeah.
Yep,
The CEUs or whatever they're called.
that's it. She has a name for it. I don't pay attention. Just give her one.
I don't know if that makes me feel something like that, but
Because I care, it's not enough to understand. All right, Raul, can you give me a total tally?
Drum roll.
I mean, we're not done before we go to the next one.
334,
334K.
100. So the 100 at the end there.
Look, man. So we're at 334,000.
Yep.
All right. So here's the fun stuff. You got to pay workman's comp.
What's that going for now?
I don't know. If one guy stays on, it's going to keep going up. Jesus. That's about 10K a year. We just talked about this. Tap to pay, right?
Yep.
Every time you
Every-
swipe, that bank hits
charge.
you. So that's coming off your profit line. So while you don't have to pay it, it does come off your bottom line. So it is effectively a payment, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna ballpark that and say that's about 7K. Yeah. More if you actually manually enter the data in.
That's crazy. Just to use it, that's crazy. It's not, cause they're not even physically doing anything.
I'm gonna be asking for checks.
No, because checks means more actual physical work in here.
Yeah.
Just drop off your deposits once a week to the bank.
Yeah, and that takes time for someone to go process everything, go through the checks, make sure that actually mobile deposited, make sure it's entered properly.
Make sure
Oh, we still get hit for the mobile deposit too.
Yeah.
In case you think that was like a, no.
Yeah.
So why do the mobile deposit if it hits you for it? It's still less legwork?
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
less chance the check getting lost also.
Gotcha.
Because you snap pictures, boom.
I guess
It's
maybe
done.
some old school or idealistic in that regard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the guy handed in his truck, and when I cleaned it out, there was a stack of checks that came out of the visor.
Jesus.
Oh, I'm talking like 20 plus.
What the hell?
What if you made it 30 grand a year?
What the hell?
No, I was definitely overpaying him.
So,
That's crazy.
Bad debt. Bad debt is gonna be about 10K.
Yeah.
This is stuff you get burned on,
Right.
bad investments,
Mhm.
clients who don't pay you, so on and so forth.
Absolutely.
Dispatch license.
Hmm?
Oh, you think service time's free?
Come on, man, this is New Jersey.
Nothing's free.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get you any way they can.
Yeah, I have no idea what dispatch
I
license
don't,
would
I've
be.
never heard of it before.
Now, so any dispatch software you use, you
Oh.
lease.
Okay,
You
that's
know,
what I was
you
talking
rent,
about
you sign up
earlier.
as a subscription, whatever you
Yeah.
wanna call it.
How's it called, pro service,
Yeah,
time,
that stuff.
all that
Yeah.
stuff.
All that, exactly. So this is gonna set you back around the neighborhood of 10K, depending on where you are. 10K is a bit on the high side, just so you know.
For one dude,
Damn it.
yeah.
That's-
Yeah.
Let me go back.
Or maybe a dispatcher as well to be able to fill the schedule, we like two.
Well, Yeah, so
a
it's done
desktop
per
and
person.
mobile Version, maybe 3.
So I
different
know,
devices.
yeah, so I know, we launched ServiceTitan Pro for the sales staff. They're beta testing it for, this location as well as New Jersey. What ServiceTitan Pro does is it actually records the whole conversation that the sales rep has with the client. And it does have a level of AI built into it where you can say, hey, they talk about rebates, and it'll scan through everything and take you to that point, so this way you can
Jump through the
jump to it.
That's cool.
Yeah, and that's $1,000 a head. That I know for a fact. Now, I don't know if that's the final number, but that's the number that they gave us to beta test it as a soft promo, which is an actual lesser cost than the actual thing itself. And we have a dozen sales guys on staff here, and again, about the same amount in New Jersey, so that's $24K a year that we pay. This is for beta test.
Mhm.
Yeah. It adds
That's a
up,
big
don't it?
company.
This is true, but I'm saying if that's what you want. I forgot to put this on here. So we got the truck, but we're still paying for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Truck payments?
Yep.
You've only been in business 3 years, you still get at least 2 more in payments.
At least. And every month it's gonna be the same damn number.
Yeah.
So what are we looking at?
Probably 400 a month at a minimum
4.
for a van.
4. When was the last time you bought a car?
Well, 2018.
Yeah. So I'll tell
I
you
was
right
paying
now, you're looking.
$450 a month for my Subaru.
Yeah, nah, man. You're looking at least $1,000 a
That's a
month.
month, yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
That's painful.
One of our techs at Manzi, his uncle bought a used truck. It was 2 years old. Bought it used for $55K. That is not an exaggeration in any way, shape, or form.
Mhm.
50,000 miles, something like that.
Yeah, well, I got my Silverado, my payments was 8 and change when I got it brand new.
Yep. So you're looking about a G.
50G, yeah.
That's 12K a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got my second van from Kerback in Pleasantville for $15,000 off the lot
Yep.
and drove it into the ground in 3 years.
Well, that's because you didn't pay for the,
Maintenance plan.
every year.
Maintenance.
It came banged up. I brought that thing back for a torque converter, all kinds of stuff.
Alright, so, have I missed anything?
Probably, but
Oh, definitely.
Advertisement, like you're saying.
Advertising.
You gotta get the word out. And how you gonna do it?
Advertising, Angie's List.
Exactly, so it depends how
yeah,
you're
you're
gonna do it.
paying for leads on those.
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It gets expensive if you're not savvy.
Yep.
You know, you need to fish those things the same way they're fishing for the next sucker on the end of the line, because
True.
people use those like
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
a revolving door of contractor abuse.
So, what are we looking like here?
I don't know. I know you pay $35 a lead in some instances. If you're running
So is that another,
2 or 3 of those a day during your slow
It's gonna
season.
be somewhere between 5 and 10,
how about I
right?
say another 10,000, right?
Okay,
You wanna split it 75 or you wanna go full
75.
10?
10 G's.
Okay.
That's fine. The whole
Gotta
thing.
spend money to make money, right?
Yep.
And that now,
And we are spending a lot of money.
yeah, and that also, like, is that gonna be flyers?
Whatever,
Just
if we
things-
sponsor your local
Exactly,
baseball league,
yeah.
you know,
Yep.
baseball team, get your name out on the fence.
Yeah.
Field, the
You
little
do the
banner,
55
yeah.
and older community.
Yep,
bulletins.
spend more money, get you like front and center,
Yep.
in case that kid like knocks the nice line drive.
So that's another,
Yeah.
Yeah, you could easily put another 10 just local sponsorships. I mean,
yeah,
a lot of guys have success with that stuff though. I mean, I printed t-shirts growing up. And
Okay.
just
I've
the
done that.
t-shirts alone, you're a walking billboard.
Oh, yeah,
You
it
know,
helps. So again, depending on
Any
where you go.
landscaping
Yeah,
company,
where you put it.
guys showing up in Wawa.
That's why I tell you guys, like, hey, if you wanna stop somewhere on the way home,
Uh-huh.
I'm cool with
And you're
it.
in uniform, you're clean
Oh.
cut.
Always got the Hutchinson shirt on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's always looking at you. You know?
Exactly.
You look sharp.
Little reminder, hey, okay, oh, these guys are in the area.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
So, unforeseen or whoop stuff, you always gotta have a little something set aside for this.
Mhm.
You know, you gotta buy a carpet for someone.
Yes.
Your helper
at
who's backing up the
least
truck took out the
10.
mailbox.
Fell through the
Fell to
ceiling.
the ceiling.
Fell through the ceiling.
You know, and you don't wanna bother your insurance because that's gonna jack your rate, so.
Big time, so they got me out of pocket.
You got the sheetrock guy that does it on a Saturday night.
Yep. So, and again, for dumb stuff like tires or anything like that.
Mhm.
So,
What's that?
20K, just have
At
that,
least.
20K just as a cushion.
Yep, that's just a little,
Yep, just in case.
It's
Just-
a smart number to
just to
have.
save.
Yeah.
Just to keep it there,
So how long are you guys gonna keep working for?
Forever.
to pay all this.
I'm only bringing in $500,000 a year, so I mean,
You're always gonna fund your own retirement, right?
Yep, gotta put money to the retirement.
So what's that gonna look like?
Yeah. What's your magic number to retire?
I'm just saying, like, how much would you guys put in annually? You're collecting 150K a year.
out of that 150K,
Yeah. Even though you're paying yourself, this is still a deduction, because it still comes off of, that's something you gotta pay into it.
see if
You're
I'm
probably not established enough to have a 401, in any way, shape, or form.
Nah, you know, on one stop, no.
Yeah, you got 3 employees, one might be part-time.
Yeah, well, definitely part-time. You figure, out of that 150, we put inside, like 15 to 20 a year.
at least.
15K?
Yeah.
I'm old and have no retirement savings, so I'd be putting away like 40 grand a year.
So 15,000.
Cause you have life.
Yeah.
You got
So-
other expenses.
That, I believe,
15K.
covers everything. So what's our final number, Raul?
428,000. That's
Oh,
a year. That is a year. To run a shop.
Yeah, of course that.
Year.
How many more years of that do I have in me?
Exactly.
Well, hold on. We're just getting the fun part.
Mhm.
So to run this operation is 428,000 a year. Call it 430 for simple math, right?
And that's the break even.
Well, let's get to that. How are you gonna get there?
Exactly.
What do you mean? How are you gonna get to year 3?
No. Like, how did we get 428,000? So we have to, and again, just for simple math, I'm gonna jack another 2K on this, right? So
430, all right.
430K. Well, anybody know how many working hours you have in a year?
Oh, yeah, I guess you gotta figure how many hours.
Hold on. So you got 52 weeks in a year.
Mhm.
That equals
2 times.
2,080 hours. So what you would do is divide 430 by 280, and that would give you your approximate hourly rate.
430 divided by 280.
2080.
I don't say right. Ah, because I didn't do it right. Didn't put the right number, I didn't put the.
Let's call it zeros?
Yeah.
There's
I
a lot of
didn't
them.
add the
I get it.
zeros.
So 430,000 divided by 2080 would give you your approximate hourly rate.
$206, well, I'll say 207, because there's a bunch of another digits behind it.
Call it 210, right? Doesn't seem bad.
An hour.
Right, 210 an hour. Fair rate? Do you believe that number?
If you wanna make that number, yeah, you gotta believe that number.
You're using the wrong number. Because you don't get 52 hours out of the year.
No.
You don't get 2080.
Yeah.
So holidays,
You lose a couple weeks right there.
so holidays, we're gonna lose 48 hours. Mine's 48.
Mhm.
You're gonna take a vacation.
That's another, whatever it is.
I'm gonna say 80, 2 weeks, right?
2 weeks,
Standard.
at least, yeah.
I've only had one, so
And by the way, somewhere down the line,
Sick time.
which is why Leah's not here, you're gonna lose another week.
Oh, that's
Sick
fine.
time.
Vegas here this morning.
I'll
Okay.
take sick time, bro.
Yeah, she's working from home. And also, new refrigerant, new practices, ProPress.
Training. So now.
Actually, yeah, we're gonna say 16 hours, just 2 days in training. That's online courses, doing stuff as can bit by bit, class here, class there.
We're gonna go 280. And then you're gonna minus
1890, it's gonna be 1896.
1896.
So the new total is not this. Your new total is 1896.
Okay.
$430,586.
Yep. And that's still not the right number.
Oh, jeez.
This is the hours you have available. Are you working all those hours?
Now
You're
you're
As of
saying
1896, 1896 are all of them productive. Are all of them in front of equipment, moving equipment?
No.
No. It is parts. It is running around.
Yeah, driving.
So the reality is that the expectation for efficiency is 40%. You will lose 60% arguing with clients, making phone calls, on hold with tech support, on hold with your vendor, driving, returning shit.
Yeah.
So 40%.
That's a whopping statistic that I do not agree with personally, but okay.
Don't think so?
No.
How many times do you sit on the side of the road waiting for a call?
Here
Here at this company, which is a well-oiled machine,
I
on
don't.
standby.
then you're very fortunate.
Yeah.
Very, very fortunate.
It was in the summer when they just didn't know what to do with me because
The
they were
new number
waiting
would
for
be
another call to come in.
1,136.6. 37.6.
1,137?
Mm-hmm. 0.6.
Say 0.7, or just 1,000.
Just make
So-
it, all right.
Yep. Now, divide 430 by your new actual working hours.
Yeah, it's almost half. I'm talking $370.
And this will get you your approximately hourly rate, the rate that you must charge. So where are we at now?
78.
378.
$370 an hour.
So pretty much,
So we're gonna call it 400, right?
I was about to
Just
say,
keep
you
it
gotta
pushing.
call, might as well call it 400.
$400 an hour.
Now, you're at 400 an hour, and by the way, like this is light.
Mhm.
Like when we did through all this, I'll tell you right now, I skipped a lot of stuff, and these aren't modern prices, as I said.
Right. It's several years old.
So you have to charge $400 an hour
Mhm.
to survive.
That's just a break even.
That's break even. To limp along year after year, there's no wiggle room in any of this for inflation.
Yeah.
There's no wiggle room, no budget for growth.
No.
You will limp from year to year to year until either you wither and die, or some tragedy happens and actually performs a mercy killing on your business and pushes you out.
This is a fun exercise and all, George, but I think it's missing like one very key piece of the puzzle.
Sure, hit me.
How much money you make on selling systems.
That's in here.
No, it's not.
Sure it is.
The equipment cost times 4 plus 15%, the whopping amount of profit that you make on an install day
Yep.
is not factored into this
So
equation.
here's the way our, because I was actually talking with the statisticians.
This is like
For-
running a truck, doing maintenances on all your maintenance plans, handling
Oh
breakdowns.
no, hold on, that's, because that is built into it, so bear with me for just a second.
Okay.
So our labor cost here, our percentage for labor into our actual install is 8%. That's how much our budget is.
Say that one more time, I gotta wrap my head around it.
So the average actual labor cost that's factored into, or actually comes off of our install price is 8% for labor.
Okay.
So we're gonna say probably another 10 to 12% goes to materials. Probably 20, we'll say 20, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's expensive.
It's not, so that's only 28% of the cost, which means that out of everything else, we still maintain that profit margin. There are some other variables in there, so I'll call it 30, 35%, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the expectation on that for simple math is 65% profit margin,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm.
So here's the thing, we're a well-oiled machine. We get installs done in one day.
Mhm.
When I did a one truck operation, 2 days was a good day for an install.
Mhm.
In fact, you were part of a one truck operation too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong?
I would get your AC up and running, all the equipment in place, come back on the second day and finish your
Yeah,
keys.
it's a
If
2
it was
days.
a Summer.
It's a two, I mean, I don't care what you do the second day, it's a 2-day
Still
install.
gotta come back.
You gotta come back.
Yeah, you gotta come back.
So that is
regardless.
time set aside.
Yep.
So no matter what, if you come back out there on the second day, it's at least 4 hours. Fair? I'm not gonna say a whole day.
Yeah.
Cause there are times you get to, just do nice and smooth, quick, 4 hours, then you run a couple calls, then you go home, right?
Mhm.
But then you have your callbacks.
Mhm.
Sure. You have your bad equipment, you have your warranty time, all that does chip into this, yes.
Mhm.
So the hourly rate, yeah, you are correct. This number does factor in largely just your service work, and that explains our work
Mhm.
as a service tech.
It
So-
dials that in pretty damn good,
Yeah.
you know?
But here's the thing, you can't do service work if you're doing install.
Right.
There's only 2 of these,
Yeah,
right?
I tell you, I would make
These
my
two.
equipment run until
But,
the solar
again-
season.
Right, I'm
and
saying,
then
but in order
come
to
back
maintain
and
a
do
profit just on service work,
it. Yeah.
you have to do this.
I got
So how many installs do you have to do to reduce this number? How many can you guarantee?
Oh,
is
you
the
can't
question I'm
guarantee-
asking.
You can't guarantee install work.
If you're trying to move this number, which is what I think you're trying to do
You
here,
can't guarantee I'm gonna have this amount of installs per
That's
year.
the kind of the variable
can't-
we're missing.
yeah,
The more
correct.
installs you get, the easier that number is to
Of
hit.
course, cause your
As long as
profit
it's
margin
smooth.
goes up.
You know,
Yeah.
that's the whole point of paying this chucklehead 30 grand a year to have equipment, you know, so.
Yeah, but like you
But
said, that
that is-
variable,
exactly.
is you
So
can't.
to your
predict it.
point, yeah,
uh,
if you can get away with a guaranteed 3 or 4 installs a week, you're golden, man.
Oh, absolutely.
But no matter what, you are gonna push off some of those installs because that install you just did went sideways. And now you got someone who, you just charged 10K
Yeah.
for a full system,
Uh-huh.
because it's not our rates,
Mhm.
that's now really pissed and is starting to go on social media and bash you.
Mhm.
And they've already told all their friends and family, so now you're
Oh,
damage
yeah,
control.
that's first dating.
So now you gotta push off this install, and can you get the equipment? Because I'll tell you right now, because we're one of the biggest dogs in the park, I snap my fingers and I'll get something. And I will take it out of your hands. Johnstone will take it out of your hands, not Blink.
Oh, no doubt. 1 hour handles that Johnston and Pleasantville, like,
Oh, yeah. So again, can you guarantee those installs?
Mhm.
You're right. I'm not saying you're wrong,
Mhm.
but I'm saying there's a lot of ugly attached to that.
Yeah, it is.
yeah, but there's a lot of glory as well.
Sure.
You know, that's really, I mean, this paints a very ugly picture. I don't like it. You know, whereas like where I came from, the small mom and pop, I watched a guy do this from I was his chucklehead helper.
Right.
You know, and when I became the face of that company, like I didn't have callbacks. I did all my own installs. If I sold that job, that customer was happy, even if I cooked their TXV and it froze up 2 days later.
John, you're a special breed.
I guess so, man.
No, I'm telling you that for a fact.
Well, thank you.
I'm not trying to soothe your ego.
Uh,
You know, I run 30 technicians here, and I've run close to 40,
yeah.
you know, at one point in time under this organization.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna tell you, with your background, as well as the performance you've done, you are a special breed.
Thanks.
I'm not kissing your ass, I'm stating a simple fact.
Yeah.
So I still haven't done the numbers for this contest we're doing,
Right.
but you are head and shoulders above everyone else. Like, not even close. You carry your partner across the finish line,
Yeah.
you know? So, and again, that is on, you know, just maintenances. So again, you applying yourself to this situation doesn't fly.
I got you.
That's an average Joe, okay? All
Yeah.
right?
John,
It's not John.
not you, John, the other John who we let go.
Oh, that's an average Joe, that's an idiot.
But,
That was the musket guy. I never.
Musket John.
Okay. I got into a group chat after
Yeah.
he left, and they
That's
were just
Musket
referencing
John.
him and showing his picture of his musket. And I was
Yeah.
like, who is this guy?
yep, that, and this was his business model,
Oh, okay.
you know? And again, so as I said,
And he's not making it. He's struggling every year out there. I
Yeah.
got you.
and then he came over here and I found out why he sucked at his job, because he stopped working for me, he couldn't follow simple instruction, wanted to change his schedule at the last second.
First of
But this
all,
is the dude out there.
That was idiotic. Okay? That picture with the wire,
Mhm.
that's just
Oh,
idiotic.
that's right. The thing you sent out with the running it
That's
out.
it.
Next story window.
Yeah,
Yes,
just picture
that's
of his like his
idiotic.
brow. So, but
I
this
got
is
something running, bro.
this is what you pay for. You know, with that kind of stuff. This is what these guys understand. So he's the first owner operator I've ever hired, and he'll be the last, by the way. So I've had 3 others before him.
Stuck in their ways.
That's one problem. And the other one is they don't know this. I had a guy come in here, took this interview specifically to cuss me out. I'm serious.
The hell? Okay.
He was respectful enough, but he said, he's like, oh, I want to let you know something. I took this interview and then I found out just the other day that you guys are associated with Verizon. I said, that's correct, we're probably the HGH group, but we are an independent entity. And he stopped me, he's like, I'm gonna let you know now, I don't agree to your practices. And he got up on his pedestal, pulled out his Bible, and just started telling me how wrong and immoral I was. And I'm thinking, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, one of us at this table is asking the other one for a job.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
And the
You know-
answer's gonna be no.
Not to be a dick about it, well, he didn't want the job. He really just thought he had this chance to, get off his chest and let me know that I'm scum and I work for scum, and therefore and all this. And look, you're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah, whatever.
But the fact of the matter is in 4 years, he had a business that tanked. Whether it's his fault or not, this didn't factor into it.
Right.
And this is stuff that I teach here, that I know about. So this way you guys understand why our pricing is the way it is.
Right.
So here's the other thing. Any idea how long the startup business lasts, an HVAC company? The average lifespan for a brand new company,
5 years?
3 to 5. 3 to 5 for all catches up with you, where you don't get all the installs, or something tragic happens.
Yeah.
Or this helper doesn't,
Yeah, well, God forbid you
this
get
dude
hurt.
paying the 30K doesn't show up for a couple days.
Yeah, or you get
He's
hurt.
on a bender.
Or you get hurt
Or he
and you
breaks
can't perform.
something on
Because
the
you're the
job.
technician.
You're everything. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's what happens. That is the ugly truth. So this is an ugly exercise. It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know,
It's the
it's not
reality
trying
of
to,
things.
I'm not trying to scare anyone off. If anyone goes through this and goes, George, I see this stuff and I can do it better, more power to you. I'll shake your hand and I'll do everything I can to make you succeed.
Yeah.
You know, in this umbrella or outside.
Mhm.
I don't take this personal, but this is stuff that everyone has to know when we talk about our pricing.
Mhm.
So here's the other thing. Is uniforms in here?
No. Uniform.
Wrapping, like all this other stuff that we bring to the table.
Mhm.
The biggest value you guys hold is you stand behind the work.
That's it.
If you're charging in excess of $20,000, sure, your cost might be 5, maybe 6 on these crazy modulating systems. So you're getting a decent markup if you're cracking the 25K, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But then you're buying that whole piece of equipment under warranty, 7 years down the line.
Yeah, we got like
With
10
pulling
and
out
10.
the old
10.
stuff.
Sometimes 12 and 12 on the top
An,
tier stuff.
an install crew coming back for 2 more days, 1 more day, whatever it is. Like,
Yep.
so I tell people that. I said, listen, what's gonna separate us and my salesman following up after me is we are of service to you and your home. We're not coming in here, gotcha.
Yep.
Don't call me when there's a problem.
We'll return your phone call.
Everything is full of that. Listen, you might not be happy when things go sideways, but you will speak to my superior.
Yeah.
It might take you a month to get him on the phone, and you might not be happy. I tell people this.
You're not wrong. Actually, I have one concern that's 3 weeks deep.
I said, but this company's been around for 75 years.
Mhm.
We're owned by a separate entity that will never change our name, takes business model ideas from this company because obviously we do things better and rolls it out to their other 70-something companies. And I don't know if I'm fibbing when I say those things.
30, but you are correct about the business practices.
We get to do things a little bit different just
Mhm.
because our numbers prove it works, correct?
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know, so I stand on that.
So here's,
Anything that I have that can separate us, they say, oh, the technicians are amazing. I said, that's our bread and butter. We have the best technicians. That's what makes this company great. Our installers, our salesmen, but we're your boys. We're the boots on the ground. We're the ones that are going to
you
show
guys
up
are the
with
face,
things,
absolutely. And in addition to that, if you're off, Raul's there.
Yeah.
We're a 7-day operation.
Oh, they know.
When I
One
hired
of these guys.
you guys, I made
It's
it very
awesome.
clear, you owe me a weekend day because you have to work. Well, I tried to tell you, but recruiter screwed that up.
I got screwed, man. I was hired Monday through Friday, found out I was Sunday through Thursday. I was like, what?
Yeah. So
Never got the email.
No, my recruiter just didn't send it.
Yeah, I never got the email.
I sent you my
We're on the
response.
same schedule.
Yeah, no, I sent my response, like I showed you, like, dude.
Oh,
hey,
yeah, no, you
here's
sent
the
me
offer that I want you to
response.
send the guy.
I just never received
Yeah,
it.
my recruiter just gave half the information,
Uh-huh.
left out the key part. Thankfully, you're really chill about that, I do thank you.
That's all good.
But again, we have that depth, we have that deep bench. And the other thing is, when you're talking about, the availability, like who we are. I had a tech who left the department to go into sales. He's moved on to a different company, but, we had chat. when he's getting ready to go into it. And he's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I can, talk to people about replacing their system. I said, that's not your job. That's your job as a tech, yes, when it's 15 years old and the heat exchanger is beat to shit.
Yeah.
Or just staring down, another year of $600 for Freon. That as a tech is your job to convince them of that.
Yep.
But as a sales rep, that's not your job anymore. And he looked at me and I said, your job is to convince them to buy from us. Because they're already dedicated to replacing the system. That's why the sales rep is in the home. But you are one out of 30 plus companies in this area that I can think of. I could probably rattle off a dozen off the top of my head. So what makes Hutchinson different than the other 12? That's your job to convince them. At a higher rate, because as you said, we are 5 to 7K higher than anyone else. I believe we're worth it because we have a deep bench of technicians. We have state training for the technicians. We are an established company. We do quality work and we stand by our work.
Absolutely.
Like right now, I just sent an email over to corporate like, hey, we got ceiling leaking. My tech was on site. He's like, hey, look at that. Found a leak. He's like, ceiling's starting to crack through. I didn't see that. Yeah, let me go talk to my boss. Did not have to air himself out or our company, but he was right. Went up there. He's like, yeah, the drain line is starting to sweat. Because unconditioned space, it's down the shore. So the house was, when the homeowner got home, 80 some odd degrees. So that cavity is probably like 85, 87. Turn on the air conditioner, that cold water coming down, it's gonna sweat. So I'm gonna wrap this up for you and let my boss know. And I just got verification. Hey, I'm gonna reach out to one of our contractors. We're talking to the client, either today or tomorrow.
Cool.
Because it's the right thing to do.
Absolutely.
Does it hit our bottom line? Yes. We have to pay these people. They're not, we don't have contractors on staff. It's not in our salary budget.
Exactly. That's somebody else you got to pull.
We have to pay someone else.
Yeah.
And we got to pay them to, rip it out, repaint it, and all that stuff. So this wasn't a concern. This wasn't an issue. The client had no idea what was going on. She just went down the property, for the first time in the week. He 100% did the right thing, and that's what we do here.
Yep.
And it's because of that, our rate is double this, at least. I stand by that number, all the time. I've lost track of the amount of times we've gone out for repair, things went sideways, and it's this, oh, it's this. Well, all the other stuff's free, so my guy should have caught the first time.
Yeah.
Mike
did that for me for a condenser fan blade. I was like, man, I screwed up. I just got the motor. I can't get this thing off. He's like, well, we'll do it for free.
Yep.
I was like, awesome.
It's not even a question.
Yeah.
I did that with a 4-way valve on a heat pump and a compressor. My guy went out there, first guy went out, called me up, was like, hey, I'm not sure about my diagnostic, I'm not strong with these things. I think it's the compressor, but I want you to send another set of eyes. Cool. Tag you out, bring another guy next day. He then manipulates all the data, oh, it's the compressor, just like dude said. So we dropped the compressor. That compressor didn't fix the problem. So another guy comes out, looking at the numbers. Well, we did the compressor. It's got to be the 4-way. Well, this is going to suck. So I sent 2 guys out, a couple days later when the 4-way valve come and drop it in. That didn't work.
Was the wire wrong? You mother. Oh my God, I'd be punching somebody in the
10-minute
back
fix.
of their neck.
10 minutes.
I'm coming through your mouth.
I sent Teddy out
To the
there.
back of
I
your
sent Teddy out there. George, your wires are wrong. If you haven't met Teddy, he's Polish. He's from Poland.
Yeah, I know
That's
Teddy.
exactly how he talks.
Yeah, I know.
Best tech I have on staff, by the way.
Okay, Teddy, I know.
Teddy fixed.
Yeah.
That's what it is. No, that was an invoice.
I love him.
That was an invoice he sent to a
Teddy
client.
fixed.
Teddy fixed.
Teddy fix.
That's right.
Send.
That's it. So,
That's great.
now, obviously I had words with the technicians who went out there, but the client calls me up, he's like, well, I just want some clarification what's going on and, what you guys are charging me, because they were pretty vague about it. I'm like, well, what I'm looking at, we got 7 visits. I said I did the math, and we're about 36 to 40 some odd hours in. And he goes, all right, so we're looking at what? I said, this is a training exercise.
Nice.
He's like, what do you mean? I was like, I'm not sure you're doing a damn thing.
What a badass response, George.
And he goes, he's like, seriously, I expect something. I said, listen, my guys went the wrong direction. It's unfair to charge you for my technician's shortcomings. Plain and simple, and I firmly believe that statement. I didn't talk to my boss, I didn't talk to Bonnie about that. That was my call to make.
handled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that guy went from pissed because it's a 2-year-old system
Mhm.
to, oh my God, I'm never leaving you.
That's it.
And that's what I want.
That's what you're
That's
buying.
exactly what you
So,
want.
you know, we talk about bad debt and stuff like that. Doing the math between, I mean, I'm gonna get the parts back under warranty, but still shipping and handling, because that
It's still a
inverter,
little cost in there, yeah.
that inverter board alone, well, the compressor is probably like $1,200.
Those
Yeah.
inverter boards can be nightmares too, man. Because
The
you
inverter
go
boards are
through
pricey
3 of
as
those
hell.
things before you figure out it's your install problem
Yep.
that's causing it. Like it's
Yep.
just
And they're not cheap, they go from anywhere from 3 to 10K.
Yeah.
My cost to
Absolutely.
buy.
Yep.
That's not exaggeration.
The VNAs on it, yeah.
The VNAs, the Lennox XC25s, the York
Big ass
Affinity
board on the
units.
side.
I was
Yeah.
dealing with the Daikin mini splits, the MX
Yeah,
whole model.
God bless you. Remember Mitsubishi used to put the inverters upside down?
That's
Put the
fine.
cords this short?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
How many of those diodes did you break putting the damn thing in?
I did that.
I snapped 2 of them.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that for a
Take the whole damn
fact.
thing apart.
Yeah, I got little girly fingers too. Like,
Take the whole freaking top off and the
Uh-huh.
side, it's like a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I literally
a
disassembled.
circuit board should take you 10 minutes. This one took me 30 and I still broke something.
Yeah.
I still had to order the damn thing all over again.
Mm.
But, you know, this is part of business. This is part of what we pay for. So again, you know, my technician's labor alone between all those guys was, I don't know, probably like 2 to 3K, if not more. Never mind the shipping costs. Like, and I'm just gonna talk about buying the parts. I'm talking about just shipping, the freon I had to buy and everything like that. That was probably another 2K. So I'm gonna say I'm like 5 G's deep in this job. That we,
It's so easy to get buried.
yeah.
It really is.
Now, because we're part of a big company, I have that luxury.
Mm-hmm.
I know what my boss is expecting. I don't know what my bottom line is, but I do know what I can and can't get away with.
I mean, but one dude, something goes
So
south.
something like this, 5K, dude, you're generating ulcer.
Mhm.
Because that's a week's worth of work that you just lost.
Absolutely.
So you're talking
And
about,
you're the guy that has to go back and figure it out. That's the killer.
and that time you're figuring it out, you're not doing installs.
Uh-huh.
You're not generating any
Good
revenue.
money, yeah, exactly.
You're
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
bleeding.
You're not pulling in any more money.
That's the brutalest part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that, like I said, that's the reason why companies fail, because you guys charge too much. It's a capacitor. It's only $12. Why are you charging? You know, I remember the time catching your being for $250. I'm thinking, like, I at least knew at the time some of this, not all of it.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, it's-
I
yeah.
lost a customer over like a $289 capacitor charge. You know, that was too expensive. Like,
I get it. Some folks don't understand. I looked up online. You sure did.
mm-hmm.
Shit, right size. You know how to wire it up.
Yeah.
I've had this conversation with people before.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, one of those terminals is 370 volts.
Mm-hmm.
You better know how to
Facts.
discharge that cat. You want to discharge that cat
Yeah.
right?
I said, that's, and understand this. This hourly rate, you're not getting paid to do the work. You're not.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting paid to absorb the blame.
Pretty much.
No.
Mhm.
Period. You're getting paid for your knowledge, and because they don't want to point the finger at it.
Right.
Anyone here can swing a hammer, right?
Of course.
You guys do all your work around your house?
No, I really know.
You're farming out, you're tired and beat down, and more importantly, the last thing you want after working 60 hours a week,
Go home
Is-
and work another.
well, how about taking blame because you did it wrong because you're tired?
Yep.
You know?
If it was my house, it'd be different. Right now, I have nothing to invest my time and energy into, so.
You say that, but I'm in my house 20 plus years. And there's a lot of stuff I don't want to do that I can do. And I bitch when I have to do it.
Well, I'm not gonna replace a roof. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
talking about basic stuff, your
Basic
outlets,
stuff.
you know, building a deck.
Yeah.
Like my patio's cracked, it's been cracked for years. I just don't want to build it. I don't want to pay someone to do it, but I don't want to do it myself because once I do that, I own it.
Yeah, you're in it now.
And I'm not, this isn't a client, this is my wife. I can't get away from her. I can't ignore her phone calls. She's gonna go out there and who's bored. We can do something about this. I can't, I gotta rip everything up. Why didn't you do it right in the first place? I don't wanna hear that. That's why I'm gonna pay someone more than this per hour to do it.
Not to hear that.
That is why we do these things, guys.
Yeah, it's true.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Anyone can watch a YouTube video and figure out how to swap out a capacitor. It's 3 goddamn wires.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why don't they? Because they're scared, because they don't want to make it worse, which means that they don't want to absorb the blame.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why anyone gets paid to do anything in this world.
Mhm.
Period.
I tell people, I said, allow us to treat you well. I said, this company will treat you like a king, but you have to accept that threshold of accountability. Like, you have to invest in us, and we are going to 100% take care of you. You know, like, I have a lot of success with that.
Yeah.
It might not be the way you want it, the day you want it, because life happens. Like, but we're gonna make it right. Long term, I mean, I've been back to customers' houses. This thing was put in a year ago. My filter's too fucking high. I gotta get on a ladder to get up there. I'm not doing it.
Mr. Vito.
And I'm like, how long ago was this thing put in? It's been like this since the day it was put in. And why am I back here today?
Now it's a problem.
You know,
1 year, 20 some odd days.
insane. But we're sending the install guy back. Da 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 da.
I
You
think
just
we
want
dropped it like 6 inches or something like that.
Yeah. So, at the end of the day, Mr. Vito. got me-
Almost made a installer quit.
Yeah.
Oh, he was-
Yeah.
Just going at him.
The installer walked away.
Yeah, the guy Chuck, I think, was his name. He's like,
Yep.
"Where's Chuck?" I said, "I don't know. I'm John. It's nice to meet you." Well, he was here yesterday. He looked at all this. He's got the plan for it. He was supposed to come back today and fix it. Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Meanwhile, field supervisor was talking him off ledge. No, dude, don't let him get to you.
No, it's-
I'm serious. That is not a joke in any way, shape, or form. That happened.
Wow, he was going at him like that.
The dude rolled up, and poor Chuck didn't know what he was in for. I told the install guy, and the install guy didn't tell him. Like, yeah, he's like, yeah, just go there, see measurements. So dude rolls up, and he's late. He screwed up the times, and that's whatever that is, you know. And he just catches the ear beating right off the rip.
I was gonna catch the ear beating when I went to that lady's house.
Oh, Braswell?
Yeah, I thought I was gonna catch it, and I was like, okay.
You're the only one. All right, guys. Questions on any of this?
Nope, it all makes sense.
That was fun.
Hopefully you understand.
You said there is a path to a master's here?
Yes.
Yeah, what's all that about?
I can.
Do I